British billionaire Richard Branson has revealed the extent of devastation to his luxurious Necker Island home in the wake of Hurricane Irma. The entrepreneur posted a video online showing how the storm has destroyed his British Virgin Islands home, with buildings blown away and trees ripped from the ground. The 67-year-old locked himself in his wine cellar as the hurricane, the most powerful to have ever hit the Atlantic, started raging outside on Wednesday. The tycoon has now traveled to Puerto Rico, where he is helping coordinate the effort to deliver aid and a rebuilding plan for the British Virgin Islands. Writing on his blog, he said, "As you can see from the photos, much of the buildings and vegetation on Necker has been destroyed or badly damaged. We felt the full force of the strongest hurricane ever in the Atlantic Ocean. But we are very fortunate to have a strong cellar built into Necker's great house, and we're very lucky all of our teams who stayed on island during the storm are safe and well." He added, "I am writing from Puerto Rico, where I have traveled in order to further mobilize aid efforts and rebuilding plans for the British Virgin Islands and wider Caribbean." Communications remain mostly down in the BVI after Hurricane Irma. After sharing these updates and talking to various governments, aid agencies and media, we will be heading straight back to the BVI to continue helping the recovery effort on the ground. Mr Branson said he and his team have spent the last 2 days visiting people who live on the island of Gorda, handing out aid and supplies. He said the visit showed firsthand just how ferocious and unforgiving Irma has been. The billionaire also called on the UK government to play its part, demanding a disaster recovery Marshall Plan for the British Virgin Islands and other Caribbean islands. He added, "The UK government will have a massive role to play in the recovery of its territories affected by Irma, both through short-term aid and long-term infrastructure spending." The region needs a disaster recovery Marshall Plan for the BVI and other territories that will aid in recovery, sustainable reconstruction and long-term revitalisation of the local economy. Our thoughts are with all the people and regions hit by Hurricane Irma, and all those in the U.S. communities currently facing the storm. What makes the Virgin Islands unique is its isolated location. Every island has been devastated, so there is no support to come from nearby. Over the coming weeks, we'll have to assess exactly what is needed. It is clear to me creating jobs is paramount. There will be a huge amount of rebuilding to be done, and people will need work to help rebuild their lives as well as their homes. He ended his post by thanking people for their overwhelming support and said he was touched by the wonderful acts of human kindness in wake of the disaster.